All right, soul family, my soul family. Let's get to it. Let's talk about the dopamine in different locations, right? Now, when we think of locations like North America and we think of the places like Louisiana, you do not see people in Louisiana do what I do. You see me, I'm getting sunlight power from my soul family. My soul family is my soul tribe from global locations all over the internet in the omniverse. The sun gives me motivation to push through, and rise in my youthful, eternal youth, infinite soul being elder godstar powers. Majority of people in Louisiana, whether they look melanated or whatever, they do not do these soulful vibrational activities. The dopamine in people in Louisiana is being drug addicts, being alcoholics, just being overweight, looking out of shape, being physically out of shape, cannot do a jumping jack for 3 minutes, cannot jog for 3 minutes. You see how laser sharp focus I am? You see how laser sharp focus I am? That is the dopamine. My dopamine is getting fitness exercise no matter where I'm at. I could be at my home. I could be in a random neighborhood taking a walk. If I see pull up bars, if I see a playground set, I will get calisthenics in. You see my legs work. You see my legs are very youthful. You see I'm kicking taekwondo style. Just doing light taekwondo workouts. Don't have to go extreme. I do not have to go extreme. You see, let me tell you this. Locally, I have nobody. Locally, I have nobody to do fitness, sport, exercise with, because you know why? Majority of people's dopamines out in the local area I'm at, they are used to smoking, doing a lot of soulless vibrational being activities. Like anything that's soulless vibrational being activity that does not evolve your athleticism to be spiritually in tune, that does not evolve your elder god and elder goddess powers. A lot of the locals in my area do not do this. So I'm like a solo warrior. I'm a solo elder god out here. It'd be stressful when my dopamine is always getting fitness in. I would be the only individual that would go run track or go run a long road in a neighborhood that's like a long straightaway road, and there could be a train right by, and so many individuals, they are not playing sports. You see me right here. I am kicking with soulful intention, kicking with that all-seeing mind, heart, and soul eye power of the omniverse. You see the soulful strikes. Every soulful strike I do with every movement of art, that is the dopamine of my power. I do not smoke. I do not drink alcohol. I do not vape. Because you know what? The dopamine that I am into, that gives me a creative, evolutionary, infinite soul being power is fitness. Athletic fitness is my thing. Athletic fitness is the thing that brings happiness to my life. You know, I never had relatives. I never had like relatives on my mother's side of the family in North America to do fitness workouts with locally, because like a lot of their dopamines is just like caught up in the matrix. You know, I have like half related relatives that might just like, live the NBA YoungBoy DDG lifestyle, just emulating it, right? And then, other local people is just stressful. Like they see me as an alien. You see my footwork. No one, I can tell you this. A lot of people in Louisiana are not doing what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if it was Northeast Louisiana. It doesn't matter if it was Southeast Louisiana, Southwest Louisiana. It does not matter. Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, Florida, the Carolinas. It does not matter. I could tell you this. People's dopamine in Louisiana is way different from the dopamines of people in Jamaica. People in Jamaica, their dopamine is just like mine. They always get an athletic fitness exercise in. Why do you think the men and women are so athletic in Jamaica? Why do you think so many men and women are so athletic in the Caribbean countries, in the Asian countries, in the African countries, in the European countries, But when it comes to places like Louisiana, so many men and women, especially young adult women and men who are just 20 years of age, having the movements of a mummy, meaning like they are stiff. You see me, I am not stiff. And look, I'm evolving my athleticism. I always see myself to evolve athleticism. I'm doing this stuff while bow-legged. I am a bow-legged warrior. The dopamine of people in Turkey, Korea, Philippines, all of the nations, all of the lands that are soulful vibrational, all of the lands that have soulful vibrational people that get dopamines from fitness of spiritual awareness to enhance their athletic power so they can be spiritually healthy, because spiritual hygiene is super important. And that's why I do fitness, soul family. These people in Louisiana, they don't have spiritual hygiene. Their spiritual hygiene is like, getting fucked up, smoking, drinking alcohol, want to be notorious gangsters. And look, they're just gonna be left behind, while the rest of the nations, where it's like tourist locations where you see more athletic people like myself, having the dopamine to work out and be in tune with spiritual fitness. You see that right there. I'm working the legs. Kicking it up. You see that? Look at that. No one in Louisiana is doing it. I can guarantee you, I bet $500. A lot of people in Louisiana, like Monroe or something like that, Ruston or New Orleans, they're not doing what I'm doing right here. You see more people doing like this. You see more people like me out in Benin, Ghana, Nigeria, Mozambique, Botswana, Zambia, the list goes on. Any places where it's more vibrant and it's a tourist attraction, there's more athletic people that's in tune with the fitness dopamine. That's all I got to say, soul family.